Hi there, everybody. You're traveling with Jack, and as always, my heavenly wife, Pam. And this isn't one of our travel videos, and I'm not doing a cooking demonstration, but this is one of our grief journey videos, primarily geared towards those who may have lost a husband or a wife. In my case, it was my beautiful wife, Pam. And today I wanted to show you I'm actually taking a walk in just an absolutely beautiful neighborhood here in Medford, Oregon. And I oftentimes before I go to work will come up here and take strolls because I just find it to be kind of a comforting, calming area to be in. But the point of my discussion today is talking about something that comes up from time to time, and it's that question of how long do we grieve? Well, that's an open-ended question. And you're going to hear the standard answer that everybody gives you. All the books tell you this. When you Google it, everybody looks it up, wants to know how long am I going to be grieving, and it all says it's different for everyone. And indeed, it is. It's your own personal journey. Of course, then people question, well, why can't it just be a certain amount of time and it's over with and I'm going to be all better? And I think the reason they ask that is because, well, other things in life that get broken, like an arm, you break your arm, you get a cast, 3 or 4 months, it's all better, good as new again. Grief is a broken heart. If you were fortunate enough, like me, to have been married to a wonderful person, in my case, Pam, and also to have been more than just married, but also best friends, when they left this earth, and in my case, I believe went to heaven, you may indeed have a broken heart. And healing a broken heart is far more complicated than healing a broken arm, a broken leg, or hurt feelings, or something like that. It's just going to take time. And I know you may have tuned in here thinking, wow, I was hoping he was going to tell me the magic answer. And I don't have one. Even those who are, say, a professional psychologist, those in ministry, things like that, they don't even know either. Because they'll tell you every patient, every parishioner is going to be different. I've even had a couple of ministers who've told me that they thought that they had heard that 6 months to a year that you're doing better. I will tell you, you are. Or you should be. And I know in my case, I've been doing better. I still, when people ask me where am I at, I go, well, if it's a scale of 1 to 10, I'm probably somewhere in the middle. Some days I may be in the high 6, 7, 8, 9 range. It's rare to have a 10. You know, she's not with me anymore. That would be a 10. And it's rare to have a 0 anymore. The 0 or 1 was the day she left this earth. And it was also in those days and even those first few weeks after she departed. So I'm somewhere in the middle. Someone also asked me once, they were pretty bold, they said, well, if you had to describe what your grief is like, or what was it like to lose your wife, or in your case, a husband, I always tell them, you may have heard me say this before, if you imagine maybe the worst thing that's ever happened to you and multiply it tenfold, that's about where I'm at. That's how I would have described it. But it is getting better. And I think one of the most important things you can do is to, first of all, surround yourself with positive people. People who have a positive, good outlook on life, but at the same time have an understanding and caring spirit, and will let you talk about your loved one and let you share stories about them. That's so very, very important in that healing process, because a lot of people, as we know, they're like, oh brother, here she or he comes again. Are they going to talk about, And that's fine. You know, you don't have to associate with those folks. So find folks who are going to be supportive and who enjoy hearing about your husband or your wife. And another thing that truly does help, and I've talked about it before, is to get out of the house. You got to do it. You got to get outside. There's something about the fresh air and the sunshine that certainly helps. So you got to do that. Daily exercise is important. I try and walk 3-4 miles every day. I've even started doing, of all things, push-ups. Pam used to kid me that I couldn't do them. Well, now I can do them. I can't say that I can do a bunch, but I'm getting pretty good at it. And that gives me a little bit of a sense of accomplishment. One other thing I want to tell you that's really helped me, you hear a lot of people talk about journaling. And I tried doing some journaling for a while. The problem I had is my hand would cramp up. I just can't write. So, oh, we got a dog that doesn't like us talking somewhere over there. But what I started doing was I started doing a daily letter on Facebook, of all things. And what I do is I write a letter to Pam on my Facebook page, and with it I find photos of her or her and me together, or her and me and the kids. And I just kind of lay out my feelings of the day there. And you know what? I've found that really, really does help. I look forward to writing her a letter every day. Now, some people have said, well, do you think maybe that's just you not wanting to be disconnected from her, and that that's not helping you heal? And I go, well, you're right and you're wrong. First of all, yes, it does help me still feel connected to her. I realize she's not part of this world anymore. She's part of the other world, heaven, if you will. But it does help. And yes, indeed, I have not denied the fact that she has left this earth, because indeed she has. But it does give me something to look forward to each day. And then I find that some of my closest friends and such, they'll comment, and sometimes they have some really good observations about what I may have said about the day. But again, don't get me wrong, I don't write these letters or this journaling on Facebook in hopes of getting 1,000 comments and people looking at it and things like that. That's not the point. The point is, it's an outlet for me, and it's between me and Pam. Does she read the letters? Who knows? I don't know. We don't know about that great beyond, the heavenly experience. I just know that in my belief, I believe in Christ and believe He died for my sins, and I believe that my ultimate destination will be in heaven. And what will that be like? I'm just not sure. So again, I don't know if any of this helped. I know sometimes I tend to ramble, but I just like to share with you some thoughts. So in this grieving process, don't let anybody tell you that, well, it's been 6 months, you should be up and ready to go. Or it's been a year, you should be up and ready to go. No, we should be getting better, and I can tell you again, I'm getting better. I'm 100 times better than I was 8-9 months ago. But it's also like, I heard a pro athlete one time, and I think I've told you this story before. He said it's kind of like a knee injury, and he had lost a spouse. He said, I had surgery that repaired my knee. I then did rehab. I got back in football. I was running. I was doing great. But he says, you know what? I'll never forget that injury, and I always knew it was there. And that's going to be the case in the loss of our spouse as well. So keep that in mind, but also remember, our little motto here, and it's a motto a lot of people have, but I do like it. We're not going to necessarily move on, but we can move forward. And that's what we have to do each and every day. Is it easy? No. It's the hardest thing we have to do. Just getting up every morning, even still for me, it's a chore. And boy, immediately I'll start having some of those negative thoughts, and I miss her and all that stuff, and I can quickly get drugged down in the day. But immediately I don't. I look up to God and I go, please God, let's have a good day. And maybe I'll read an inspirational message. Maybe I'll turn on the golf channel. And then I get outside and I do some exercise, and then I have some lunch, and then I go to work. And we do it all over again every day. And that's all we can do. It really, really is. So again, thanks for checking in. I don't know if this helped you at all. Maybe it did. Maybe you related to some of this stuff, okay? So again, be kind to yourself. Give yourself time. And just keep moving forward, okay? Thanks again for checking in with us. As always, I invite you to ask others, if you would, please subscribe to our channel, Traveling with Jack and Pam. I'll leave you with kind of a real pretty shot of this neighborhood. It's a beautiful place. Bye now.